Before the video begins, I want to be very honest with you all and also let you guys know why a certain segment in this video is largely redacted. Or should I say segments in this video? I think segments is the better word. This isn't something I would normally do, and normally I would read off all of it. In fact, I even pushed for it very much so. But to respect the wishes of the people who are involved, as they do not want to be in the spotlight for this kind of thing, I have chosen to keep most of their segment completely redacted. The reason I say most and not all is because I do think there are some parts of this testimony, both of them, that need to be shared because they are vitally important to understanding the other perspectives that were present at RDC. So with that being said, I will only be showing certain parts of both Blue and Green's testimony, and also not including Cat's or Orange's testimony because it's largely outdated and it doesn't really provide anything new to what we already know. I was also told not to release the document no matter how much I redact things or no matter how much I do things. So this video, unfortunately, will be the only way to get this information, and I will respect the wishes of the person of whom I am getting this document from. I'm trying to build a foundation of trust, and I need you guys to understand that I am not doing this to keep you guys in the dark. I'm doing this to keep people safe and keep things private. So there's a lot of stuff in this document that was not redacted, and even in this video that you guys are going to now watch, there are times where I have to pause, go and redact the information because a lot of it is very sloppily put together. So, no, this isn't out of a place out of not wanting you guys to know things. This is just out of a place of keeping people safe and keeping things private. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into today's document reading. Thank you. Content warning before the video begins. Topics such as suicide, self-harm, assault, sexual assault, sexual content, sexual themes, all of that are going to be present in this video. If you are not old enough to handle these kind of topics or to talk about these kind of things, this video is not for you. This video is not monetized, as it is for informational purposes and archival purposes. And if you wish to ingest this information by not reading the doc off yourself, this video will be a narration of the entire document. While a lot of it is not finished, there is a lot in here, and also is, like I said, for archival purposes, so I will be reading off the entire document. If you're looking for the new information, I have put a timestamp on the screen. This information is new. This is testimonies from people who were at RDC, and I believe they are important. I've been working hard on redacting this document. There have been things that were already redacted, but then there were some bits and pieces that were unredacted that I had to go back and redact. The only time that I have had to edit something in this document was a screenshot of a name that was not supposed to be shown, but I have done that person I've done their right. I've kept their right to privacy, and I have kept their name private. So I will show you that screenshot when it does come up, but I could not find anything else. If I find anything while I am reading this off, I've already read this once, but if I find anything again, I will make sure to blur it out in editing. So, sorry. Long start. I had to get all of that off. Without further ado, let's go in to the hidden document written by Zeal as a response to Ren's allegations. This document is being written on December 20th. It says 20th. Already off to a great start. 20th, 2025, after this screenshot was sent to me by Blue. The screenshot reads, Zeal forced himself upon me, and I froze. Ren said, but I didn't want it to sound so bad, so I said it was okay. I wanted it to be okay. I really, really, really wanted it to be okay. But I kept having nightmares of his tongue down my throat, and his fingers choking me, and I just ended up telling my therapist. She keeps telling me you keep protecting him, and making him sound unrealistically amazing sounding just to run away from this. When I stopped protecting him and learned this is scary and bad, I feel gross all over. I keep throwing up. Every weekend like this, I cry. I can't stop crying. It's almost 4 a.m. and I can't stop. I don't know how to deal with any of this. How do you deal with a situation where your friend of 5 years does that to you? After comforting you when you were crying, and I say, oops, I lost control. And says, oops, I lost control. I don't know if he was drunk or what. I don't know. Image A, DM from friend to redacted person on December 18th, 2025. Ren reached out to a friend who had cut contact for reasons described in the later pages of this document, and said this to them. Knowing Ren the way I know now, it is only a matter of time before they decide to call me a rapist publicly, a label that I do not wish to be branded with. This document is only intended to be released should Ren publicly accuse me of assaulting/forcing myself onto/raping them. For the entirety of this document, I acknowledge that I will break Ren's boundaries regarding their privacy, personal life, and sex life. I will do so in an effort to defend my reputation. I would never expose such delicate matters under any circumstance. Multiple people will be mentioned. For their privacy, they will be referred to by colors. Blue, a former friend of Ren's, brought the aforementioned screenshots to my attention, hung out with Green and Ren. Green, a former friend of Ren's, attended RDC with Blue and Ren. Gray, Zerum, developer, cut off Ren before RDC. Orange, Cat, developer, cut off Ren before RDC. Pink, Will, developer, cut off Ren before RDC. I have read Cat and Will's document, and I believe Cat has a statement in here. In the magenta, developer had not cut off Ren before RDC. Please note, for the sake of this document, I will refer to Ren using they-them pronouns. Online, they use he-him, but in person, they stated they were using she-her. As I currently don't know what they use, I will simply use they-them. Because Ren is gender fluid. Okay. First segment. This, now let me just go ahead and say before I start reading this, a lot of this is already been said inside of Zeal's document. Like I said, that timestamp that I put at the beginning of the video, that is all new stuff. I'm reading this off for archival purposes. So if people are going to comment, oh, this is nothing new, like this part's nothing new, I know. I'm reading it off for archival purposes. Thank you. This section outlines my interactions with Ren that are relevant to the current circumstances. We first met on the Moon Animation Discord server many years ago. I commissioned them for tracks used in Survive the Night. Once Pressure development started, I hired them as a composer. Ren joined in early 2023 and left in May 2025. During their time on Pressure, Ren had 3 noticeable breakdowns, which I believed were due to mental health challenges. Out of respect for privacy, I won't include details of those incidents. After the 3rd instance, it became increasingly difficult to work with them, as I had to repeat information to calm them down. Ren left the team via a group DM that they created to resign in. I didn't take screenshots as I was screen sharing it to a friend for advice at the time. The reason for leaving are complex, so I will try to summarize my own perspective. Overwork. Ren expressed that they were overburdened. I told them that they could take a 6-month break after completing the final 2 tracks. Underappreciation. They felt like they weren't appreciated as a musical composer from the game internally. Sorry. Dyslexia right there in its finest moments. Whilst I wasn't overtly vocal with praise, I and many other developers held Ren's music in high regard, and I was personally very proud and happy that I had the opportunity to have them work for me. Me yelling at them. When making Beneath the Final Light, Ren streamed unreleased music via the community Discord server's public stage on 3 occasions, despite being told not to before and during. The 3rd time they did this, I yelled. I regret that, and had done so out of frustration after repeated disregard. Concerns over pay. Ren had thought I was using their salary to manipulate them into staying. During the group DM, I referenced pay and conversions in conversations to encourage financial stability, especially when they spoke about wanting to immigrate. My intent was supportive, not cohesive. Cohesive? Yeah, okay. I'm always gonna fuck up. Every time I see that word, I'm just gonna fuck it up. Delicious water. Anyway, moving on. They still wanted to finish the soundtrack and stayed in contact. Zeal, question mark. Ren, do you hate me? Zeal, no. I'm sad, but I don't hate you. Ren, did you see any accidental preview of deleted messages, I hope? Zeal put a question mark. Ren said, of when I said this to you and you deleted it. This is the I leaked your entire soundtrack, bitch. Fuck you. I hope I did it to you on fucking purpose. I hope you wish death upon me. Fucking stupid fucking bitch. I don't know why I even said that. A DM from Ren on June 12th, 2025. Zeal, can't help but smile. That's funny. Ren, I deleted it and got scared and deleted you right after. It's because someone managed to get the link to the playlist I made of the uploads yesterday and was listening to the OST, so I thought it got leaked when I was told, and I got so scared you'd find out and get mad at me for getting it leaked. So I decided to tell you I leaked it on purpose and then got scared again and deleted you and ran away. I deleted the playlist and privated all songs, but I stayed worried. I'm in no position to be counted on. I keep fucking up your shit. I am sorry. And I'm sorry. Zeal, who listened to it? Ren, I don't know. But yeah, if you're going to get mad at me, now's the time because I'm fully prepared to heal it. Zeal, is it because there were comments or likes or views or... Ren said, none of that. I was simply told someone had a screenshot with the link to the playlist, and there were 10 views on the first song. So I deleted the playlist and privated the unlisted songs. I'm so sorry. Zirin would probably want me torn to shreds if she finds that out. I just can't wait to be done with this and never have to deal with it ever again. You guys have all the rights to get pissed at me right now. You won't have to deal with me any longer after this. I promise you that. I promise. Zeal, frankly, I don't care too much. Zero is an excellent composer. Oh my God. Zero is an Zero is an excellent composer. He is really fast, really precise, and professional. He does not crash out. He has 8 years of experience and loves working on music, and I think dealing with him would be great. Zerum then probably does. I promise I won't bother you guys ever again after this OST is finished and out. Just bear with me until it's done and released. Image C. DM from Ren to Zeal on June 12th, 2025. At the time, Israel had launched rocket attacks in Ren's region, adding to their stress. I remained patient. Zeal, you gotta get out of there. Do you know how much it would cost? Ren, no idea, because I don't know where I'll go. Zeal said, I know that you think I'm trying to hold your paycheck over your head as some sort of blackmail, like, oh, if you leave, you won't make as much money, but you need money to immigrate. What do you mean? One of the reasons why you wanted to leave was that I kept bringing up money, apparently, as a reason not to go. But that's because I'm worried about your financial security, especially when you want to immigrate. Ren, there's so many reasons I quit. I know. Ren, I am mentally unwell. I was also told I was being abused in a way. I tried to take it. I really tried. When I reached a point, I'd be crying scared of you because I might mess up something I was told. Ren, this isn't right for you. Get out. I don't wanna have to work and be scared constantly. Sorry. I don't want to have to work and be scared constantly. I don't know why this is... Sorry. I saw some... sorry, notification popped up. As I was saying, I don't want to have to work and be scared constantly. I just wanted to have fun, but it's too big now, too scary. I sometimes go back and read these and feel pity for myself. I feel pathetic. I cry too much, but it loops in my head. DM from Ren to Zeal on June 15th, 2025. Continued conversation after the incident. Reflecting concern and support at the time of these messages. I did not know the term... I didn't even know that was a slur too. Okay, the more you know. That word on screen was considered a slur. I have educated myself on the matter. I cry way too much, but it loops in my head. Somebody said that word on the dev team. Yeah, there's a bunch of screenshots. I don't really want to read all this. I mean, should I read all this? It's kind of hard. None of the screenshots are zoomed in, and some of them are cut off.
Some of them are really small. If you would like to read them, they are on screen now. I don't know what the context of these are because I try. So, anyway, moving on. Because I tried to make fun of myself when I was uncomfortable to fit in, and I just kept realizing how I keep doing it. Sorry, I just have so much on my mind. Zeal said it's okay. Ren said, like I said, these past few months I've been feeling like the end is nearing. Zeal said, be sure to stay safe. Ren says, I had to find someone good enough to replace me in case of anything too. I have been trying to act like, act all nonchalant and cool, but I'm starting to really get scared. Zeal, I understand. I'm scared for you too. Did I show you this? And there's a video. Message DM from Ren to Zeal on June 15th and 17th, 2025. Ren cut off all communication in June 2025. We reconnected in August. We resumed communication following a period of silence for reasons I don't fully recall. We talked about RDC plans and how most of the pressure team did not want to interact with Ren again. The following accounts take place during RDC. Day 1. I met Ren outside the hotel I was staying at, as well as her group. I lift them up, we say hi, shake hands, and all that, before I leave again. We meet up again sometime in the evening to eat dinner at a noodle restaurant. The group contains me, Ren, and Magenta, and a person who was asked not to be involved. Real quick. Handshakes and all that. Okay. We say hi, handshakes and all that before I leave. Okay, cool. Sorry, I read that. I was like, yeah, that adds up, but I guess Zeal is referring to the other people in the group. Now that I read that again, I kind of had to do a double take. My bad. Next thing, we drive back, and they show me the suite that they had rented. We hang out there for a while. I play Balatro, and Ren is showing off some stuff that Unnamed bought for them. Since none... Wait. Okay, I was like, what? Since no one, my bad, there's a space. I paused for a second. I was like, oh, no way, I just said a name. No, I didn't. No one. There's just not a space in here. I was like, wait a minute, what? Sorry, I freaked out. I was like, no, I thought I redacted this entire document. No, it's redacted. Anyway, sorry. Going on. No one is really doing anything. I say my goodbyes after a bit and leave with Magenta, as we are staying at a separate hotel. The main pressure group hasn't arrived at this point yet, so I can't really hang out with them. Day 2. Ren and I meet again in the evening, this time without Magenta, as they didn't show up at the meeting spot. We meet up at a hotel lobby, and Ren asks for me to comfort them as they were crying about how they had burnt bridges with the other members of their team. We had bought them a new gaming PC with the group. We then go back to our hotels, and Ren messages me sometime in the evening. Ren says, can we continue talking about stuff? Because I started crying and stuff in the lobby. Kind of just inappropriate. Zeal says, what stuff? Ren says, work and friends and what happened and stuff. But IRL, because it's just better and more normal. Zeal said, like what? Ren says, never mind. It's nothing really. Zeal says, it's okay. What do you want to talk about? Ren says, I don't know. Zeal says, okay, let me know if there is anything. Image F, DM from Ren to Zeal on September 4th, 2025. This convo is just to show that we talked about it. The timestamps are not relevant. Later that evening, Ren invited me over again for comfort. About 40 minutes of consoling, Ren asked for a kiss. We kissed and engaged in sexual activity, without penetration, as we had no condoms. Afterwards, I helped Ren shower, and I was preparing to leave. They asked me to stay the night, which I declined due to embarrassment. Ren asked to try the next day again and take things further with condoms. Ren asked to try the next day again and to take things further with condoms. I initially declined, but changed my mind later after thinking it through the next day. We chatted briefly online before I turned my hotel. Huh? Really? Wait. Okay, that is not true. Ren asked to try again the next day? Hold on. Wait, what? Ren, my BPD switch is happening, and I went from extremely sad, extremely sad, and I'm crying a lot. I don't think I can come with you guys. My crying is out of control right now. Zeal said, should I come over? Ren, I'd like that. I'm crying a lot. I don't know. Do you know where I am? I don't remember if I said. The suite, question mark? No, my own room, 405 on 4th floor. The suite is for redacted person. Zeal said, K. Like 2 hours later, well, that just happened. Ren said, well, don't worry, I won't tell anyone. You're so fucking lovely. I mean it. You want to know? I fantasized about you multiple times before. I guess it's not the right moment. Like, it worked multiple times when I did it alone and thought about you. A voice message was sent by Ren. You genuinely made my day. Please do not feel bad. Link to the audio file. For anyone thinking that this document is not in fact real, let's go look at this audio file.
Just, okay, listen, it's fine. I don't want you to feel bad about it. You genuinely made my day. Like, genuinely. Listen, I'm really happy right now. Like, please don't feel bad in the slightest, okay?
Someone noted that the voice sounded slurred. Ren was not intoxicated. This is their usual speaking style, confirmed through additional voice messages. Oh, what's this? Additional voice messages, you say?
Dude, I just finished my second day of driving lessons, and like I can already like drive. Like she had me like drive through the entirety of the city, and like oh my God, I was able to do so much, and I'm like so good. And she said like, oh wow, like you're already like really good, and I'm like, whoa. I keep having like this really bad habit of like using one arm on the steering wheel, it's just like my left arm on it on the top, and I'm just like using it only. And she's like, dude, you need to put both your hands on the steering wheel. And I'm like, I keep forgetting. It's like I don't know why it's just like that. It's just, like while we were like driving, she had me like stop by like at some place so she can get like a bottle of water. And then after she got the bottle of water, I just like in my brain, I'm like, I'm so thirsty. My throat hurts. I can't swallow. I need water. But that's in my brain. And I'm like, I can't ask her because it's her bottle of water, and I don't want to ask for a bottle of water. And it's like, I just got like so shy and stuff. And then she looked at me. And I'm like looking at her bottle of water, and she's like this really sweet old lady, by the way, my trainer. And she's like, "Do you want water?" I'm like, just like shaking my head. And she's like, "Okay, let me get you a cup." And she goes. I'm like, "Oh no, I made her get up for me. I feel so bad." And she goes and she gets a plastic cup and she pours me some water, and I drink the water. And she's like, are you like okay now? And I'm like, mm-hmm. And then she's like,
So fucking cringe. Oh my god. Okay, moving on and go. Shit, sorry, microphone. I'm getting a sip of water. Anyway, continuing onwards. Continuing onwards. Zill says, yeah, you did well. You did well. I'm just exaggerating for the bit. Genuinely. Your mouth kind of tasted really good. Zill said, don't say that. Ren says, I'm kind of just like, I'm sorry. I just sitting and it's still there. Okay. I'm sorry. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Idiot. Fucking idiot. I swear. Night. You sleeping? I'm tired. Ren said, okay. Night, night. Ren, I hope you're okay. I really did enjoy this. Okay. You didn't do anything wrong. We're just both dumb and not experienced. Don't feel bad. It's hard not to trust me. It's okay. Wait, it's hard, but trust me, it's okay. I'm just gonna sleep now, bleh. Just says goodnight. Ren says, night, silly. Ren says, night, silly. Zeal, are you awake? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Oh my god. Ren says, I'm sorry. I couldn't make you feel good. I feel like I should have done more so you didn't feel so much shame as you did before leaving, because it's totally okay. I mean it. Don't worry about anything. If you stayed, I would have loved to just sleep next to you. But so much was happening so fast and you left. I don't know. You're a good guy. Most first times go like this also, so don't feel ashamed. You're good. Zil said, it's okay. Ren said, I really like your cuddles. Your arms and chest is so comfortable. Kind of wish you were here right now. Sorry. Ren said, I'm sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. Zil said, it's okay. Where was this? Ren asked to try again the next day, taking things further with condoms. Where is that at? I don't see that. Okay, hold on. I'm going to continue. Day 3, I attend RDC like normal, hanging out with my mates and whatnot. The following chat messages are cut in regards to both my and Ren's privacy, mainly not including sexting, talking about what we did, or irrelevant stuff. Ren said, I may be a little selfish, but I feel like you also deserve to be held. Zil said, it's okay. Ren, I'm worried that last night when you went back you were stressed or threw up or felt terrible. You deserve to feel happy, not stressed. So said, I was happy, just like tired as fuck. I went to bed. Oh, okay, good, says Ren. I just hope it didn't make you feel bad. Jill said, you didn't. Ren, I just kind of wish I could go back to sleep in your arms one last time. Zeal said, sorry. It's okay, says Ren. I'll just hold my pillow and go back to sleep. Good night, says Zeal. Good night, says Ren. Let's see, that's like, Zeal says, I got some errands to run, like redacted and a Dave & Buster's. Maybe if you buy condoms, we can try again tonight. Ren says, okay, I don't know how to buy those, and blank is around too. You might have to do that. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, bro, you technically, you didn't fucking, this is just wrong. Ren asked the next day to try again and take things further with condoms. My brother in Christ, you said that. You said that. Maybe if you buy condoms. She did not fucking say. I was like, what the fuck? When did she say that? Anyway, continuing. Ren said, okay, but I don't know how to buy those, and blank is around too. You might have to do that. He just said, okay. Ren says, you got the car, but just a heads up, you need to do things like do some research on like sex. Well, because I know I can get aroused. I think it's just how to do it. It's got to be slow and stuff. Like we can just talk when it happens before doing anything. He just says, okay. Ren says, sigh, beats you up. I don't know. Keep it in mind that we will try. If it doesn't work, I still want to sleep next to you the night. If you're okay with that, I just crave closure with you. I need to be blunt and honest with my words, I guess. Zio says, we can try, but I think that's supposed to be I'd need to leave early because my mom. Ren said, you also got to be blunt and honest because, you're not coming over to my place? My place is better. Your building is, I think it's full of developers, I think was what the redacted text was, but I think that was unredacted in Ren's original document. So Zeal said, actually, that'd be better maybe. True. Ren says, yeah, I can just give you my other card and you can come over whenever you wanna. I have two. You come on over and make yourself comfortable around, put anything you need here. I have the king size bed after all. You can walk over right now. I'll give you the card if you want to drop anything here too. Zeal said, nah, I gotta hang with people. Ren, me too? Oh, wait, right now? Zeal says, my mom. Breakfast. Ren says, cause redacted person is arriving today. Gonna be a busy day. Yeah. So anything gotta be at night when everyone splits. But yeah, one more thing, the more romantic and cute stuff you be and stuff you say, the better it makes stuff. It's how I work. It probs why it didn't work last night. I need to be like filled up with all those emotions and shit. Females be like, Zeal said, I'm not that big of a romantic. Sorry. Ren said, females are super emotional beings. No, that's the thing. Most guys aren't. You learn. Makes things so much better. Trust me. I'm trying to teach you. Porn just jumps straight to things, but in the real world, it's got to build up slowly. And that's why I said when you're free later on, you can Google and search. Could give you an idea. That's all. Bleh. Zeal said, gotta be around 23 or midnight, because I got a Dave and Buster's thing with the mates. Ren said, yeah, of course it's gotta be midnight. With me too, Okay, well, if the entire screen is redacted, I think I messed over this, but the screen is redacted right now. Trust me that this is what is being said. I actually am probably going to have to go and change this. Let me actually go and do that really fast. Okay, I'm back. Real-time redacting information. There was a name right there that was not redacted. Like I said, this document didn't have everything redacted. I'm trying to do my best to respect people's privacies. I'm not editing information. I'm just redacting names because I want to respect these people's privacy. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't realize that. Sorry if the screen was blurred for a little bit longer than it needed to be. It's just because I was like freaking out because I was like, oh my God, that name is a fucking redacted. You know what I mean? Continuing. Sorry. As I was saying, oh my God, I'm not even, hold on. As I was saying, my bad. Technical difficulties as I'm reading this document because my dumbass, I guess, just missed this detail. Continuing. Yeah, of course, it's got to be midnight with me too. I'm meeting blank. Redacted. Today, going shopping and hanging out. We can text each other when everything is done and over. Sends an emoji. Still says, okay. Ren, want to know something funny? 2 months ago, I wrote a poem about you. I can maybe nerd around tonight about it and show you what it means and stuff, because I write poetry in both English and Arabic. Been good at it for many years. Oh boy. Hi, poem writer. Ren says, is that bad? Is that bad? Is that bad? Still says, I'm not a poem fan, but we can look. Ren says, okay, I mean, it's dumb. Hello? Why does my zoom out not work? Here we go. Image I. DM from Ren and Zeal. DM from Ren to Zeal on September 5th, 2025, from 7 to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. More messages are sent. They are basically the same as above. I come off as very dry during these messages. In hindsight, I was simply overwhelmed, both from just having my first time having sex, in quotation marks, somewhat, as well as the events I'd be attending that day. Any typos, however, are simply because I have a very small phone, iPhone SE, and big thumbs. I was simply too lazy to correct. I thought you had an Android. I thought he had an Android. Didn't Ren say he had an Android? I mean, bro knows his own phone. Oh shit, guys. Ren was caught lying about Zeal's phone. Like I don't know. What? Who fucking cares? That's a discrepancy, but okay, right? Oh, I have an iPhone. Ren was claiming you didn't have an iPhone, you had an Android. Whatever, bro. Moving on. People are gonna make this a big fucking deal. Jesus Christ. Ren could do anything. She could eat an apple, and then somebody would be like, "Oh, she's trying to keep the doctor away." Ooh, come on, bro. I don't know. I think that's such a small detail. I don't. Just to kind of show you guys how in touch I am with all this shit. Okay, I noticed shit like that. Okay, anyway, moving on. Zeal said, we can try tomorrow if it doesn't work. Ren said, okay, yeah. I just thought this was the last time. Same. I just can't stop thinking about you. Zeal, think about insert redacted person. Ren says, okay, you're awesome. Heart. Zeal, got a dip. Hangout time. See ya. Ren says, have fun. Moi, can I get a moi? Moi. He, bye. By the way, this isn't dating, so no ODing when we get back, okay? Just want to make that clear. Ren says, I know, but it's nice when you say noise stuff and moi and such. That's all I like it. That's all. Zeal, I'm done for today. Ren says, I'm at arcade playing games with Green. We are done. I'll let you know. Zeal, which one? Round 1. That's what it's called, says Ren. Okay, says Zeal. Ren, it's not that we don't have a connection. I'm so into you. I've just been thinking about you nonstop. Just got to do it the right way. I'll guide you. And also, one more thing. You don't touch and do stuff without my permission. You got to ask me, can I? May I? May I do this? May I do that? And say it so I can feel ready. Last night was messy. You just ripped everything off and did stuff without asking. But sorry. And I don't know, was really overwhelmed and went nonverbal. And it's okay. Zeal said, sorry. Ren says, you're fine. You were excited. Zeal says, I was. Yeah. Ren says, you were a fucking feral animal. It's funny. I didn't hate it. I just didn't feel ready fast enough because it needs time and love and care and foreplay and words. And you need to say things to me. That's how nice and fun sex happens. It's not like porn. It's really unrealistic. They're not professionals. They're actors. Porn is for a quick rub. Sex is intimate. Yeah, I will. Ren, moi. Zeal, moi. Ren, moi, 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 moi. They both, okay. No! Zeal, how far now? Zeal, I'll get ready and come over. By the way, when I wake tomorrow, I'll leave immediately. It's a long day. Have to be ready. Ren, it's all right. I just really want to sleep with you. Okay, I'm home. I just need the bathroom so bad, lol. Zeal, I'll come over. Okay, I'll wait till you're done, of course. Going back to this. This wasn't included in his response document that he published. This was unpublished. But he did include this. So I don't, we're not dodging around this. We are not dodging around this. So let's keep that in mind, people. Anyway, moving on. I'm running out of water. No tea this time. Anyway. I'll get ready. Yeah, well, I'll wait till you're done, of course. I'm going to beat you up. You can come now. Okay. I was waiting in the hall. 405? Ren says, wait, EP head sleeping next to me. I woke up and can't sleep. I'm texting my EP head that's sleeping next to me. Blah, blah, blah. You need the rest, silly. Bro, you sleep so soundly like a baby. It's so cute and peaceful. I want to kiss you. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Image J, DM from Ren to Zeal on September 5th to 6th, 2025, from 4 p.m. to 5:30 a.m. PST. We then met up in Ren's room and do it again. This time, I spent the night with her because they asked me to. During this, Ren tells me they told 2 people about what they have done, Blue and Green, even though I requested them not to. I was initially mad, but I decided against my better judgment to overlook this. Sorry. Once I woke up, I said my good mornings and left as I had breakfast with my mom. The day then goes like normal, attending events and whatnot. Ren, I feel like I need to give you an extra room key for no reason whatsoever. Zeal says, I'm not coming over. Sorry. I need proper rest tonights. Ren, okay. We can tomorrow after everything is over. Zeal said, probably not. Ren, oh. Zeal sends the fuck-ass bunny picture. Ren, hi, Noi. What does that mean? Can somebody tell me what that means? Ren, it's just tomorrow is your final night here. Kind of weird, but a bit ago I heard knocking, and I don't know, I thought it was you. I got up and looked through the eye peeky thing. Zeal, I've been in bed. Ren, but it was the door in front of me, and it opens, and guy goes in and starts making out with a girl. I know, says Ren. Or whatever. Ren, no, I don't want sex. I don't know. Just want kisses and cuddles and cute stuff, I guess. Zeal, I don't know, man. I just want some alone time. I don't get enough sleep when we do things. Ren, sorry. 6 hours yesterday, 5 today. Just wanted things before it's forever. Just being selfish. Image K, September 5th, 2025. At, what page are we on? 24 to 64. Great. Long ass fucking reading again. September 5th, 2025 at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's just regular talk about RDC, romantics, stuff that is private to Ren and isn't relevant. Sometime after this, I'm told by Blue that Ren had told way more than 2, up to 5 different people. To my current knowledge, about our intimacy. This, of course, saddens me greatly, as it further breaks the personal boundary I had set for them. I'm sitting down. Are you up or down? I'm so excited. This is so for real. He sends a picture of themselves. Dude, I'm being told you're telling people. Can you stop? What do you mean? Who? Says Ren. Dude, I'm being told you're telling people. Can you stop? Oh, yeah, I already read that. Our business. Can you fucking not? Who did I tell? This was meant to be private. I've been told it's 5 people now. What? Who the fuck? Who is it? Zeal said, well, you should know because you told them. Who told you I told? Who told you I told? Who was it? Who is it? Who is it? Zeal, I'm not saying that, but you're making them uncomfortable. Who is it? I might have to redact shit here. I'm not sure. That I don't think I missed it, but anyway. Ren says, Zeal, who is it? Zeal says, and you're making me disappointed that you're telling others that isn't cool. Zeal, please tell me who said that. Zeal says, no. Ren says, Zeal, I need to know. Zeal, I'm not saying who, but it was a big enough of a problem that they're telling me. Is it redacted person? I'm going to punch redacted person in the face today. Why did you even tell redacted person? He knew. He found out by himself. Doesn't mean you have to fucking talk about it like, come the fuck on, man. So I admitted it. And it wasn't redacted person. I'll deal with this. I can figure out who it is now. Zeal, I explicitly told you not to tell others about it, and you tell them. I don't care if they knew. I'll deal with this, says Ren. I asked you not to talk about it. Ren says, I'll deal with it. Zeal says, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You've broken my trust. I can't trust you now. Ren, fuck my life, fuck. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him. I don't know why I'm like using a voice right there. I just didn't want to like, I said, in my original reading, I said, I'm going to grip him. Enter deep Vulcan player coming out of me. Holy shit. I'm sorry. Zeal says, it wasn't blank. I'm going to kill him. My heart rate is going so high right now. I can't stay here. I'm going to find him right now and punch the living shit out of him between the seats. Zeal says, it wasn't blank who told me. Ren, I know it's not blank. I'm coming for the guy right now. They won't let me in. I'll fucking find him. Security stop me. I'll tell him to face me like a fucking man. Zeal says, blank didn't show because you made him too uncomfortable. I know it's not blank, so I'm sitting out waiting. Once he leaves, I'm killing him. I don't give a shit if they deport me. I don't give a shit if I get arrested. I don't give a shit if anything happens, says Ren. Zeal, why do you fucking tell them in the first place? Ren, I need his blood on my hands. Zeal, I told you, really fucking clearly, do not tell others. So why do you go around talking about it? What the fuck is wrong with you? Ren, if you want to come punch me, you can. Zeal, this was a personal experience between us, and you go ahead and just ignore my boundaries. Like, come the fuck on. Why did you do that? What made you think that was okay? You were on thin ice after telling green and blue, but then kept doing it. Sorry. Why would you do that? I asked you not to share it. You did it anyway. Why would you do that? I'll never be able to trust you with anything ever again. Your words hold no value to me, as I know just how easily you'll break promises. Why? Ren, I don't know. You don't have to ever trust me again, but I understand. I fucked up. I don't know what I was. I don't know, Zeal. I don't know. I can't say sorry. I won't mean anything to you past this point. I can't punch him. I'll find a way to get to a high place, and I'll never show my face ever again. I'm sorry. Zeal, come the fuck on, man. Ren, I'm sorry. Security lady is right. Punching someone wouldn't do anything. Ren, please don't kill yourself. You don't deserve to die. I don't know. Zeal said, I'm not DF. What's DF? I know if it I don't know if it matters anymore, but I miss you. I'm going to miss you. It's okay. Ren says, the back rooms, it's weird. So how much do you hate me now? I'm hating America right now because people kill themselves a lot and they lock all doors to the rooftops. Back in Jordan, shit was easier. Bullshit ass country. Called him 3 separate times. Zeal says, stop. Please, Zeal. This is why blank won't answer my calls. Image L, September 6, 2025 at 7 to 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. At this point, it hadn't clicked with me that Ren was currently trying to kill themselves, as I had never dealt with someone who was actively suicidal, and I was too mad at them to connect the dots. With the following messages, whether they DM'd me, I'd just close their DMs before reading anything. I wasn't informed on the suicide attempt properly until I arrived back home, told to me in detail by Blue. It was only then that I went back to read their messages. Ren says, I'm sorry, okay, sends a picture. A guy was walking his dog, and the dog jumped me and started licking me, and I fell on the sidewalk. He saw me without shoes and sat with me for a bit, and I'm sorry, Zeal, I betrayed you. I got too excited, I betrayed you. I didn't think of the circumstances. I hurt you so many times, and I continue to hurt you. I'm confused. Wait, what does that say? I'm confused and don't know what I'm doing, and I'm a grown-ass adult. I'm 22, and I should be more mature than this, yet I keep behaving. I don't know what that, I'm assuming it's going to say behaving like this. I can't see it. Cuts off. I'm human. Really stupid one. What I did was never out of bad intentions, but it was still breaking my promise, and I never broke a promise before, and this is the first promise I've broken, and I must say it feels tight in my chest to break a promise, like it's crushing your insides. I wish I could fix things or make it up to you in a way, but I guess all I could offer is time and give you space that you need. Ren says, I love you, Zeal, and I'm sorry. The man that saved me on the sidewalk told me that you love me, and that's why you've forgiven me so many times, and I just sat there processing that. He said he cares so much about you to trust you, and he won't hate you. And he cried when he found out I was trying to find a place to kill myself. He told me you wouldn't want me dead He told me you wouldn't want me dead or kill myself tonight because of something that's silly, and I said it's not silly, it's fucked up what I did. The worst if I were gone and said, do you really want to hurt him? Worse. And I started crying, saying, no, never fucking some word worse. So I picked up my phone, and Blank was crying. Blank was making a deal with the person who represents Blank, but when he knew where I was, he left and pushed people looking for, I think that says me. I realized how many people I'm hurting by selfishly thinking I deserve to die after this. Blank screamed at me, you're selfish, you're so selfish, Ren. Why do you not give a fuck what anyone is feeling? You hurt Zeal, now you're hurting me. I didn't intend to, but I did, and I want to improve. I don't want to remain convinced I'm a helpless lost cause. All these people trying to comfort me like I'm the victim when you are, and I'm telling you, you deserve them, not me. Deserve. Oh, I can't read. Deserve the care, not me genuinely. You didn't deserve what I did to you. Image M, September 6th, 2025, at 10 to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I leave America and fly home on the 9th. After coming home, I'm caught up with what happened by Blue and start reading what they had sent. I reached out to Ren again as I was afraid that after they got home that they'd try to kill themselves again. From the behavior that I'd seen and from the messages, I seemed to be an anchor for them. I was willing to look past their boundary breaking to ensure that they wouldn't try to harm themselves again. Seal said, I really wish you hadn't done all that because I miss you. Redacted information. Ren, I fucking miss you. I fucking miss you so much. You don't even begin to understand the guilt I feel. I was up for the past few hours pretending I'm telling you things because I didn't want to text you and make you block me, so I was just saying things and spamming myself. I'm so sorry for everything I did. I'm so happy and excited. I didn't think twice, and I fucked up, and I betrayed you. I'll give you all the space you ever need. Just please don't go away. Seal says, I'm not leaving. I'm just sad and disappointed. Ren, you have every right to. I've been reflecting and I'll keep working on myself and bettering myself. I don't ever want to be like this with you ever. I don't ever want to be this to you ever again, ever. It's also quite late. I hope you get some shut-eye before this whole update thing. You went through way too much so fast. Image ends September 11th, 2025. From this point on, a lot of the conversations are incredibly private and serve no purpose in this document. It's mainly me trying to comfort her, as a lot of our friends' circle had cut off Ren completely for what they did, talking about sex, etc. On September 17th, Ren suggests talking on our private Twitter X accounts, keeping our DMs clean, so we do that. That's why some of the following screenshots will be from Twitter. I am not reading this off. I've already read this before, and I don't want to. I don't want to read this off. I don't want to read this off. Okay. Archival purposes. Zombie says. Archival purposes. Zombie says. Ren says, may I have permission to drop my filter in here and type out freaky thoughts whenever I wanna fuck you. I managed to orgasm. I don't know if something's wrong with me, but I don't blank. Like, I get so horny and I can't blank and blank, but after 30 minutes of going at it, whenever I look it up on Google, like, it's, either because I naturally blank, but rarely because of anxiety and depression and stress. Redacted text. This is why all of these messages are unredacted. Zeal even posted them, so you can read. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do this. 18 plus for this section, please. Okay, yeah. So all the Twitter DMs, these are all unredacted. You're welcome to go and take a look at them if you want. This is sent after the recollection of the night. I'll forever appreciate what you did to me. What you did for me. You gave me the life I have right now. You gave me an opportunity in life, and you paid me so well, and you tried your best to be there for me when you could. Always. Thank you, everything, Zeal. I love you, man. You should sleep too. Good night. Night, Noi. Hope you have comfy sleep. Yeah, then there's all this. You can go and you can literally look at all this shit. Anyway. Jesus Christ. Okay. 2 days after these messages, on September 19th, Ren was contacted about a Roblox event opportunity to host their music on something called The Block. I was not aware of what Ren had done to any of the others at RDC, and it was only when I talked about this opportunity to the other developers that I was fully caught up to speed. I learned how deplorable to everyone else they had truly been. After learning all of this, I obviously wanted to cut contact with them immediately, but I was also scared that if I did, they'd try to kill themselves again. After talking about it with Orange, that's Cat, I agreed to employ the gray rocking tactic in order to distance myself for them in a way that wouldn't cause them to harm themselves greatly, instead simply falling out peacefully. Part of the strategy involved losing interest slowly. So I continued to talk with her less often. I cared and still do care for them, but that didn't mean I was willing to look past how horrible they had been acting towards my friends. And I truly never let the fact go that they had talked about our private matters behind my back. I only reconnected as I was scared that they'd hurt themselves. I wouldn't have done so otherwise. We'd continue to talk on Discord, but I stopped responding to their Twitter entirely. Most of our conversations after this are unrelated. On September 24th, they'd send the cascade of messages, after which I had enough. In order to contradict Ren's remarks, I will show in full, mainly as I believe that this shows that Ren was obsessed with me, sexually, at least. Certain aspects that aren't relevant will be censored. Yeah, there's all this. I am having quite the thoughts in my brain unwilling right now before bed, yes. Your tongue in my mouth today. I still, can't forget how it tasted. And good. It's weird to say the right thing. All right. Like maybe probs, but damn, like blank. Like redacted. I'm not gonna, these are all unredacted. If you want to go read them, 18 plus only. I'm not gonna fucking do all this. I've already I said I would do. I know. But these are all unredacted because this text isn't unredacted. I'll fucking read this. Sure, why not? Okay, so like when you think about if you still do, wait, so do you even think about me anymore? Maybe not, I don't know, I'm so stupid. Like if you do think about me, not necessarily expecting that you do, I'm not really like that big of a deal, I guess, but like if you ever do, if you ever do, if ever nowadays, maybe not, but if hypothetically, if you think about me, what do you think? Like when a man is like, I don't know, touching himself, like what does a man think when, like, how do you like get yourself off? Stop! It's just fucking type normally. This is hard. Fuck. Like in your brain, because maybe it's different from female brain. Maybe like I know I'm yapping a lot. I'm really curious what goes on in your imagination, in your mind when you think, because when you think, then there's thinking involved, which means something is in your brain, and I want to know what that something is. Obviously, if you hypothetically, if it was me, but if it, okay, whatever. Like, how dirty does your mind go? What kind of positions do you want to try with me? Is there things you'd want to say to me in bed, or want me to say to you, or I don't know. It's just a teeny bit stupid when I think about you sometimes. For science, are you able to get hard after you come within minutes? Are you able to do it once that? Then that's if you agree. I hate this shit. Or if you agree, are able to. Guys, this text message is like, it's fucking terrible. I'm stuttering because I don't know what I'm reading. I'm genuinely like, holy shit. How many times a night you can go? Actually, what's your personal best? I don't know. That shit works. I don't have a cock, obviously. Not to flex, but I feel like I can fuck you up and break you before you could ever break me. Tee-hee. It's good to know. Thanks, man. Like, I'd want to test that theory out because I'm not too sure about my capabilities, of course, and I feel that I can fuck you so good that you'll pass out and your brain would shut it down before I get tired and asking more, and I'd bet money, but whose maybe you would destroy. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, that's all. I hope I didn't bother you. Sorry, I'm just extremely wet right now, and I want you bad. Lamau. It's like really funny. Maybe, I don't know. My fingers are so tiny, and I can't go. Okay, that's cool. They sent this as I was asleep. This was my response when I woke up. But she's me for real. Sigh, you didn't answer my questions on Prive. Sigh. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I don't think it's comfortable / cut out for the whole online forwarding relationship / dating thing. I don't think it's healthy for me. Ren, oh, sorry. It's fine, says Zeal. Ren, I'll just leave you be then. No, let me continue. I'm not comfortable with it because I don't want to date with someone who isn't a 20-mile walk away. It gives me a very saddened feeling inside. But we can remain friends and the likes, redacted shit. But yeah, I don't want to participate in the online forwarding aspect anymore. Hope you understand. I understand. Sorry about that, says Ren. It's okay. You didn't know. Ren says, hope you find someone one day. Zeal, same as to you. Oh yeah, new Peacemaker episode tomorrow, I think. And if blank catch up, we could watch the new episode with it. Okay, I won't really like and then redacted text. But yeah, I'm trying to stay up late today. So if you blank are gonna watch more Peacemaker, I'll hop on. Okay, I'll be removing your private now. In order to make them feel better, I answered the questions before we unfollowed each other on our private accounts. After this, we go back to normal. Ren sends me a lot of messages of random things every day, whilst I continue to employ the gray rocking tactic. Our interactions end October 10th after watching Peacemaker Season 2 with a buddy in Ren's personal server. Ren says, Peacemaker today? Zeal, yes. Ren sends that face. Excuse me. Zeal, Peacemaker time. Are you coming? Ren, may I watch you play games sometimes? Zeal, maybe. I like playing games with the guys in the dev server most of the time, though. Ren, okay. Ren says at a day later, I'm kind of really tired and exhausted of everything, and I want you to go fuck yourself. Not going to apologize either. Image R, October 10th, 2025. Ren has a meltdown after this, and that I will keep mostly private. I'm purposefully gaslighting and manipulating her during this meltdown in order to make her friends hate me. In order to make her hate me so that contact will be cut. But not in a way that results in her harming herself. I'm purposefully gaslighting and manipulating her during this meltdown. What do you mean, bro? Gaslighting isn't real. Who the fuck says that? Jesus Christ. Just say you're employing the gray rocking tactic. I'm purposefully gaslighting and manipulating. Okay, bro. Sure, Zeal. Sure, buddy. You're so fucking weird, yo. I'm sorry. That's not even a diss. That's not a diss on anybody. He's just an odd guy. Dude is Zeal's so fucking weird. Ren, you're so perfect and you got no flaws. It's only me. Take care, man. Fuck. I genuinely can't even bring myself to block you. Zeal says, go to bed. You can do that. You can do it tomorrow. Ren, why? Why don't you give a fuck? Zeal, because we've done this before. Like you said, I won't tire myself out about it. It's the same as last time. And the time before that. I don't want to play along. Go to bed. You can do it tomorrow. Ren, go fuck yourself. Or Zeal, go to bed, Ren. Image as October 10th, 2025. It says October 11th. Okay, anyway. I do not feel good for having it go like this, but I felt that this specific kind of cruel in this situation was the best way to go about it in a way that would not resolve in self-harm. As having someone to direct their anger towards has helped me not perform self-harm in the past. There may have been other ways to go about it, but this was the one that made sense to me, as that is what happened and worked for me previously. 2 weeks later, I am contacted by a user claiming that Ren is writing a document about me. Anyway, continuing onwards. I was just informed that one of your former employees is preparing an expose on you. Zeal says, huh? Ren is preparing something against you that will likely get you canceled. I don't know anything else. I hope she's just joking. Where'd they say that? On her server. That this is all that my friend, who also happens to be one of the members of her server, gave me. Zeal says, do you have a picture? The redacted person says, if it all turns out to be a joke, I'm very sorry for possibly scaring you, but I couldn't help but tell you. Do you have a picture? No, but I'll ask my friend to make them now if they exist. So my friend doesn't want to send anything so as not to let Ren and her entire admin team down. And I don't know what to look for on her server. I was told to wait until everything happens. Zeal, okay. Tell your friend not to get involved whatsoever. Do not stir the pot. It's a private matter between me and him, referring to Ren. There's no need for outside forces to instigate. I am going to have to... Wow, what a terrible redaction. I'm going to have to... Okay, yeah, just like completely just dodge the fucking... Jesus Christ. Gotta go redact this, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. I don't know how the hell you mess up a redaction that fucking bad, but don't worry, I've changed it. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to keep these people's privacy in check, so... Holy fuck. Anyway, as I was saying, I like saw it and I was like, oh my god, another name? Like, okay, sorry. Zeal says, okay, tell your friend not to get involved whatsoever. Do not stir the pot. It's a private matter between me and Ren. There's no need for outside forces to investigate. Person says, I just thought it would be useful for me to know about this for my future project. Zeal, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really feel great about your friend acting as a spy. Redactus says, sorry for bothering you. Zeal says, me and Ren aren't talking for a reason. I don't like how people are getting up in our business. Redacted person, well, not exactly the way you think. She was simply asking whether I should treat you the same way in the future and whether I would be a contributor to whatever was to happen. Well, or something like that. But they won't tell me anything else, as I understand it, and they also told me not to interfere in this at all. Zeal, I am, unironically, really mad at your friend. That they'd even leak something that's private to Ren. I shouldn't be knowing this. I'm so disappointed in you and your friend. Well, yes, essentially, you weren't supposed to know that. I already know that you're disappointed in me, but I'm starting to improve little by little, although it's a long process. But I think I should have told you about it. I don't know, because it's probably something very important. I am sorry I disappointed you again. Zeal says, well, A, it's unnecessary stress for me. B, if Ren finds out there's a leaker in her private circle, they'll freak the fuck out. I don't want leaks. That's wrong. We aren't friends for a reason. I don't want randoms like your friend trying to keep us connected somehow. It isn't cool. Redacted person says, I now feel doubtably terrible at myself for accidentally causing you unnecessary stress. I'm very sorry for this. There will be no more leaks about this. I will ask this friend not to give me anything. She didn't have this goal. She just wanted to tell me for some reason. Zeal, could you straight up tell your friend to leave the server? I don't trust them to cause trouble. Please? Something redacted. I'm referring to Ren as both he, him, / she, her, because I'm currently stressing and my mind is bouncing between what they want to be referred to online and what I've been told personally. I then inform my friend whom we watch Peacemaker with, who is still friends with Ren, about this. To my knowledge, this friend does not know that we had sex, in quotation marks, a sexual encounter. I'm gonna get more water. You know what they say, a glass of water a day keeps, I don't know. I don't actually know where I was going with that. Anyway, continuing. Anyway, does not know that we had intercourse. Zeal, maybe it would be a good idea to let Ren know that someone is leaking stuff to me, ? Like, I really don't want to get on their bad side, and I think it'd be a good show of faith that, like, yeah, I don't want to be a part of that. Because, like, I had no idea that person had a friend in Ren's friend group. In Ren's group. I don't know. This is just really stressing me out. Redacted person said, I genuinely have no clue how to tell Ren this stuff without him freaking out. Fuck. Zeal, god fucking damn it. I hate randoms. Zeal, I'm gonna ask him to ask his friend to leave. Redacted person, please wait. I'm trying to figure shit out. Zeal, okay. I'm thinking I'm taking an off day tomorrow. My heart can't handle all this stress. Did you figure it out? Person said, I'm trying to figure this stuff out, but Zeal, I think you should take today and tomorrow off. Zeal, can I get a rundown of what you figured in hopes it eases my worries? Redacted person says, it was stuff from days ago that Ren was thinking back and forth on. Some people saw that stuff, and that's why they are saying Ren wanted to write a document on you. Zeal, okay, thank you. I'll take a break and go to bed early. Redacted person, Ren wanted to send this to you. Here's Ren's message. Tell him I did plan on it. The Google Docs. Then I realized it's not my nature. Tell him it's not that he doesn't deserve a doc on him. It's the fact I'm staying true to myself and being kind to someone undeserving of my kindness after what he did to me. That I will never in my life in hell will ever forgive him. But I wish him well and hope he learns and grows as a person and doesn't let the fact I let him go be in vain. That I hope he will not disappoint me with the fact I let him go. To respect people. To stop being abusive and yelling at people. To go do therapy and recognize how shitty he is. To care more about himself and others. And to never fucking hurt a woman ever again. To send him the song. And say my freedom of expression has no names. And say my freedom of expression has no names in it, and I will express my feelings and do what I do. Tell him my friends believe he's a monster, incapable of change, and I wish he would prove everyone wrong for my sake and for my fucking psyche, because I swear to fucking God, if he gets exposed by someone else for something he does in the future, I will kill him with my bare hands. He also made a song about the encounter and sent it. I have not listened to it yet and will not be listening to it. I think that's... Okay, yeah. I already made a comment about this, how this is addressing that one thing, the song that Ren made. No further contact was made with Ren again until December 19th, where they reached out to a former friend of theirs and sent this message to them. Zeal forced himself on me, and I froze. But I did not want it to sound so bad, so I said it was okay. And I wanted it to be okay. I really, really, really wanted it to be okay. They also reached out to Magenta, but removed the friend request before he could accept it. I am yet to have any contact since this. Contradicting the first page is the title of this tab. This tab is dedicated purely to pointing out inconsistencies with the comments that were shown to me, comparing it to the things that they have said to me. Please bear in mind that the screenshots will show to contradict are not meant to serve as gotchas. You said otherwise. More so to log specific instances where Ren communicated to me very clearly that they were enthusiastic about what happened. Ren says, Zeal forced himself onto me, and I froze. But I didn't want it to sound bad, so I said it was okay. I wanted it to be okay. I really, really, really wanted it to be okay. But I kept having nightmares of his tongue down my throat and his fingers choking me, and I just ended up telling my therapist. She keeps saying you keep protecting him and making him sound unrealistically amazing sounding just to run away from this, until I stopped protecting him. And I learned this is scary and bad. I feel gross all over, and I keep throwing up. Every weekend like this I cry, and can't stop crying. It's almost 4 a.m. and I can't stop. I didn't know how to deal with any of this. How do you deal with a situation where your friend of 5 years does this to you? After comforting you when you were crying and says, oops, I lost control. I don't know if he was drunk or what. I don't know. The second day, I wanted to redo it with boundaries. In my head, I thought I could teach him to be respectful because I'm fucking dumb and didn't care about myself. I sat on the edge of my bed explaining boundaries to him, yet he left marks on my neck without my fucking consent. And I wanted to cry, but I didn't in front of him. I cried after he left. But before leaving, I showed him how distressed I was over it. And he goes, don't worry, Roblox Skev... Sorry. I have to get another sip of water. Delicious. As I was saying. And he goes, don't worry, Roblox devs get no pussy. They won't know what this is, and laughed at me. He physically hurt me, and I made excuses for him. I think it's supposed to say excuses, but excuse for him. Contradicting the Zeal forced himself onto me. The sex started when Ren asked me if they could kiss me, and escalated like how they show sex on TV, with both parties being too busy making out, making verbal comments or requests. I remember vividly that when we started, Ren was holding on to me incredibly tight, smiling and giggling this entire time. Despite later describing the encounter as non-consensual, Ren on the same day sent messages such as MHW contradicting this. I will address the lost control comment here as well, as the explanation would basically be the same. Ren says, Zeal put his dumb fucking tongue down my throat when I didn't expect it again, lol. Zeal said sorry. Ren said, you're so sloppy, I love it. Messy, chaotic idiot. I love you. I love that about you. I was like, he's so soft. I'm like, can I Wait, what? I'm like, can I kiss you? Bro goes animal feral mode, LMFAO. I'll remember the first time for the rest of my life. Zeal says, oh, you even admit it in your fucking text messages. Bro. What the fuck? Not gonna include this document. Okay, yeah, bro. Cool, bro. So, sorry I was excited. Ren, I love that. It's memorable. And then got silly and then silly got scared and ran away. Sigh. Zeal says Wawa. Ren says, hi, Wawa. I love you, Wawa. Zeal says Wawa. Ren says, hi. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Ren, but I keep having nightmares of his tongue down my throat, and finger choking me. Zeal says, for the record, I did not choke Ren at any point. I don't recall Ren asking me to put one of my fingers in my mouth. Okay. In this scenario, this will be my word against theirs. If Ren had asked to put my finger in their mouth, I probably would have done so to make them happy. Any choking would have been purely accidental, as I am a much larger build than Ren, so my finger would have been bigger than their mouth and air shaft. Ren never asked to be choked, and I would never choke anyone without consent. I'm not even into choking, but that's besides the point. The following screenshots are about my tongue down their throat. Haha, loser, skill issue, spams a bunch of L's. My turn to tell you how your mouth tasted. Your tongue was so warm and addictive, it was moving in a way that shocked my brain. I went nonverbal and it tasted so sweet. You sent the flavor of adrenaline and a dopamine if they were any flavors in my mouth. Idiot. Zeal says, oh my. This is Twitter DMs. Well, one thing I learned from this is sex is really hard, man. Like, damn, I thought this stuff was easy. You watch too much porn, says Zeal. No, you do, says Ren. Fuck you, man. I miss the way your tongue feels in my mouth every once in a while. Hee hee, says Zeal. Like, when I tell you that shit had me lose my mind, I like myself left my body. I didn't know what to say or form coherent words. I just let shit happen. Fuck, oof. Okay. You're not even good at kissing. You suck. You like sloppy, dumb idiots. Like, you're just so dumb. Zeal says, I like tongue kissing. Ren says, I didn't know I liked it until you did it to me. Like, I like deadass, I was shocked, then I half fucking passed out because I felt so fucking good. Zeal says, thought you said I sucked. Ren says, like, I wanted to kiss you back. I couldn't. I just like, bleh. You suck, because you didn't start with tongue, right? Okay, except with me, you can, because now I like that shit. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. You get the certificate of good French kisser. You got to work on your normal kisses so much. And then there's this, having thoughts in my brain unknowing before bed. I like the way your tongue feels. Okay, cool, nice. This message. How do you deal with a situation where your friend of 5 years does that to you after confronting you when you were crying and says, oops, I lost control? I don't know if he was drunk or it says, I was not drunk. Neither of us were. Ren says, the second day, I wanted to redo it with boundaries. In my head, I thought I could teach him to be respectful because I'm fucking dumb and I don't care about myself. Ren says, and I sat on the edge of my bed explaining boundaries to him, yet he left marks on my neck without my fucking consent. This is true. Everything was done at their own pace. Wait, what? I tried to redo it with boundaries. Everything was done at their own pace. I always asked for permission before doing something. However, the neck marks without consent are false. During foreplay, or whatever it is, Ren explicitly asked me to kiss / and lick their neck. I'm not into neck kissing / licking / whatever, and would not have done so if they hadn't asked, but they did so. I'm generous like that, only for you, I think, by Ren. Big wins for Zeal Nation, says Zeal. Ren says, I didn't, wait, oh yeah, I had to redact this, by the way, that was me redacting, making that note very clear. I did not have to giggle this hard. Blank is like, what are you laughing at? See what you mean, man? You embarrassed me. Wearing your hickeys loud and proud today, not telling anyone where I got them. Part of my fit. Hickeys, says Zeal, on my neck. Ren shows the hickey. I did not know what a hickey was before this, nor did I intend to give them one, especially non-consensually. Another thing I wish to note, according to my friends, Ren was intentionally rubbing the concealer off, seemingly because they wanted it to be seen by others. Baloo gave me concealer, but her skin color is different from mine, so I covered it up. I covered up, and it looked like a bruise, and they all kept looking at me weird. They wouldn't shut up about it, and I think Blank overthought everything. He thought you and I did bad things because of his dumb fucking culture, and he started thinking we both ruined our lives, and then got uncomfortable in Blank own dumbass brain. I was on edge that he made everyone feel on edge that night. Zeal says they said you kept rubbing it off. Huh? Rubbing what off? The concealer? No, I didn't. Why the fuck would they even say that? Zeal says, oh well, did redacted person tell you that? Zeal, can I ask you what redacted person told you? Because I feel like she was really hostile out of the blue last night. Zeal says the person who let me know that night mentioned it. Well, I did not rub off the concealer. Okay. Although Ren claims otherwise, I do not trust them at this point. He said, she said. Blanket statement. And I wanted to cry, but I didn't in front of him. I cried after he left. And before leaving, I showed him how distressed I was over it. When Ren showed me their hickey, they were laughing whilst doing so. I do not recount the exact words they used to convey that I had given them a hickey, but they were saying it whilst giggling. And he goes, don't worry, Roblox devs get no pussy. They won't know what this is, and laughed at me. This one is true, but the joke was personally aimed at myself. I was not laughing at Ren, instead my own stupid joke. I already knew that Ren had access to concealer as they had used it to the day prior, which is why I wasn't being too serious about it. Okay. If you have skipped to this point in the video, this is all the new information. Or do you see day 0? Blue. This is the first day that I flew in. I was picked up at the airport by Ren and a few other people. We get to our hotel, and Ren and I decide to go get something to eat. As Ren and I are walking to the cafe, they tell me that they need to tell me something important. I, confused, asked what they mean. That's when they reveal to me that they slept with Zeal. The conversation we had basically revolved around this topic. We talked about a lot of varying things. Ren was telling me about their experience and how it happened, what led up to it, details about the activity itself, and what happened afterward. And what happened after. They then described to me a situation that happened the day before I flew in, where they expressed to Zeal about being upset about something. They mentioned it due to their BPD, and they were struggling emotionally regardless. They mentioned to me that about Zeal showing concern and Ren seeking out comfort from Zeal. They mentioned that he visited their hotel room. They cuddled for a little bit while they calmed down. Ren then tells me that... Oh my god, my throat. Holy shit. Sorry. I've been doing this already for like an hour, guys. I'm sorry. This doesn't get easier. It doesn't matter how many times you do it. It just always sucks. Where was I at? And cuddled them for a bit while they calmed down. Ren tells me that while they don't know what made them do this, Ren then tells me that while they don't know what made them do this, they ask Zeal for a kiss. Whatever the nature of that kiss wasn't described to me, platonic or romantic, but following suit is what led them to having intercourse. I don't think intercourse didn't happen, and both parties have confirmed this. They tell me that Zeal and them began to kiss again, and it turns into making out. They describe how Zeal was rough and sloppy with it, and laughing about it. Ren and Zeal were both virgins at the time, and Ren tells me multiple times that it felt like he was reflecting a lot of what you do in porn, over-exaggerated and unrealistic. They tell me multiple times that he's a virgin and doesn't know what he's doing, but they say in fairness that they don't know what they were doing either. I don't remember exactly what he said to Blue, but he said something on the lines of Ren's behavior at the dinner table making him uncomfortable, which is why he didn't show up. This sets Blue off, and they decide to tell Zeal directly that Ren had been crossing his boundaries by telling people his business. Zeal then confronted Ren for disrespecting him, which was when Ren made it apparent to me and Blue that something was wrong, then stormed away from the awards show. In Magenta, Gray shuts it down knowing Ren's past behaviors. I urge Pink to call emergency services, as it is important we take this situation seriously, regardless, referring to Pink's section to see the calls. That is Will. We have read Will's document. Will did make the phone call. Blue leaves the after party because of her overwhelming feelings and meets up with her nominee friend, my partner, and another dev. My partner does well in comforting them, where he gives them his sock. Gives him his sock as Blue's dress shoes were hurting. Okay. After this, it's kind of a blur as I parted ways and did something else with another group of developers. End of that. This is relayed from Blue. Delicious water. Ren sent the following messages to person who will be kept private on September 8th, 2025. One of the things Ren would bring up to person who will be kept private was their want to have sex with Magenta. One of the things Ren brought up was alcohol and how they would try to get them drunk so that they would easily initiate a sexual encounter. I was made aware of this fact on the 20th when Blue brought it up to me as they were discussing what to do. It should be noted that Magenta is a recovering alcoholic. Ooh. Said by Blue? Jesus. Incredible, vulnerable person recovering from alcohol abuse. His parents are there because of this. The worst thing that can happen to him is a relationship. I know Blank is a good man because he said no to you, and he knows he needs time. He needs RDC to be a professional networking opportunity and a way to talk to friends. Please respect redacted person and talk to him like a normal person. What you're doing is very wrong. What you're doing is very wrong and will cause him a lot of pain and suffering for all of us. Please give him chocolates. Please don't give him chocolates. That's a romantic gesture. Please don't say yes if he asks you out. Girls don't approach guys at all. It's not really a thing. Huh? What? He may say yes, but he has already said no, and once his mind changes to no, it will devastate him and his family. I understand you are young and having completely normal feelings, but please do not do this. You are a beautiful girl. You have a lot of influence. Do not do this to another person. It's wrong. Ren says, I don't want to overwhelm Magenta and tell him, hi, I want to drink with me at RDC, and my evil plans will come apparent, so I'm going to shut the fuck up. Okay. Person says, yeah, it will be chill. Everyone will have a chill time. He's arriving on the 1st, by the way. He's staring in the Marriott. Person says, damn, early blank around. Evil plans isn't drinking. It made me sad. I'm sorry, Ren. Should have asked, you dumb fucking idiot. I know I should have, but it was, but I was unconscious. There is no statement by Magenta. There's also no statement by Pink, because like I said, this document is largely unfinished. All right. This page is mainly to document Ren's jealousy of other staff members. This discussion is with Blue. Oh, it was with Blue. Okay, I didn't know who this was with. I remember reading this. Good to know. Is there like an option on Discord to make it so that you can only send friend requests despite having friends in common? Because if not, then Redacted agreed to blocked me together because I cannot send them friend requests to even talk to them. What do you mean? Ren, we have friends in common, so naturally my friend request should be sent, but instead it says friend request failed. I guess it's a taste of my own medicine. They might have you blocked. Ren, figured. Redacted. Don't even bother. Ren, I just want to be on good terms with them, that we don't hate each other, but now my hatred is growing back inside. It's confirming to me how terrible they are. Blue says, Ren, can you listen to me for a sec? Like, just sit down and listen to what I have to say. Ren, okay, sitting. Hate is a strong emotion. It's something you can't help but feel. Yeah, as in I want them all to burn and rot in hell. Jesus Christ. But is it really something you should be spending your energy over? Your hatred grows for a good reason. You feel shut out from a friend group you were once in. You can't rationalize them shutting you out. Friends grow apart and the relationship fades. It sucks, but people change and make dumb decisions that hurt you. Ren, they're not better than me. They think that they are. I'm gonna fucking become a millionaire, so love, so fucking popular. Blue says, you are going to tire yourself out feeling so much hate. Ren, fuck these stupid fuck ass fucking bitches, fuck them. Wow. That was a mouthful. Ren, or not Ren, Blue. Oh my god, shut up, please. Ren, I'm fucking mad. Blue, you are valid in feeling angry, but that is not a healthy way of thinking, Ren. You are holding a grudge over people who could give less of a shit about you. Ren, the fact they give less of a shit about me gets on my nerves. Blue, you are allowed to be upset with them, but do not spend your energy like this, hating and manifesting your emotions into more intense ones. Blue, then fucking let me. Wait, then fucking let them. Don't let that irritate you. Ren, how do you just forget about me? How do you just forget about me and just block me out and not care I exist while I burn my heart hating them is what's wrong with me, man. Blue, that's a stupid thing to let get under your skin. Get over it. I mean it. Get over yourself. I mean it. Ren, I'm now starting to feel irritated by myself for feeling like I should be the center of the world. This shit's so wrong. Blue says, because you're not rationalizing what you feel. You feel a strong emotion, but you're not rationalizing it in your mind. So you let other things make it worse. You're not accepting it. Ren, there's so many people in the world I'm obsessing over. These redacted will only get me canceled. What's the redacted? Excuse me. Excuse me. And unleashing a horde of weird Roblox Twitter girls on me. So I should just forget about them instead of keep hating them. Blue, and because you're so upset, you say stupid shit like this. Ren, fuck. Blue, like you need to let it go and focus on what's actually worth your time and energy. You get no benefit holding that much malice against someone who doesn't care. You're going to end up hurting yourself in the end and pushing more people away. Ren, I'm jealous. Blank has an entire fan base. And the tips of blank fingers It gets me upset. Then blank gets to decide to kick me out like, fuck you. Blue. Is it jealousy? But get over it. Focus on what you have. Ren. I want a fandom. Blue. Rationalize your emotions. Ren. I want a fandom too. Blue. Then work for it. Ren. I will. Blue says, you have a gift in music making. Utilize that and take your experience elsewhere. You're sulking and sour over someone else when you could be spending that energy bettering yourself. Jealousy makes me such a monster. My God. Whoa. Yeah, you can read that. Why is that skipped? Jealousy makes me such a monster, my God. Okay. I feel it all the time. I understand where it comes from, but it doesn't get you anywhere. I learned that lesson, says Blue. Ren says, the worst part about popularity, it's never enough. You'll always want more. Blue, this is you beginning to rationalize it, just pointing that out. Ren, I get 1K likes on my posts. I look at blank or blank effortlessly gets 4K on anything. This is why I blocked blank for 2 years. We reconnected 2 days ago, by the way. Distance is safe is Saster never hate me. What? Redacted does. Blue says, then let blank Ren. It doesn't matter. Worrying about it isn't going to change a damn thing. I'm trying to get you to understand that this really isn't worth your time or energy. It's so tiring to be hateful, and I know it takes a toll on you. Okay. This is from Blue. Possible suicide attempt. Statement written from Blue regarding what happened. Following the events of what happened, I reached out to Zeal during the Roblox Innovation Awards, as Ren's actions by sharing his intimate behavior with someone who had previously stated multiple times that it made him feel uncomfortable, and it got to a point where I felt like I'd gone too far. I reached out to Zeal simply asking to speak to Ren directly, as their intimate relationship is their business between the two of them, and only the two of them. Zeal reached out to Ren, addressing the issue, feeling a sense of distrust as there was a crossing of boundaries. Ren reads the message, and shortly after, he leaves. He doesn't say anything, doesn't tell anyone where he went. I didn't think much of it. After the end of the war... More water. After the end of the awards, everybody is released to the outside area for the after party. I notice Ren isn't there, and I message him to ask him where he is. The screenshot below is where the conversation begins. Excuse me. Blue says, Ren, where are you? Ren, going to beat a man. Blue says, why? Where are you? Where? Who? Where are you? Where are you, Ren? Ren, I need to kill myself. Blue, stop it. What's going on? Where are you? Where are you, Ren? I'm just going to my room. I want to sleep. Blue says, okay. Ren, I lied, like I always do. Blue says, what do you mean? Ren says a picture of a staircase. Blue, what are you doing? This is where he begins to send me extremely cryptic messages, giving the insinuation that he is trying to kill himself, sending me pictures of the stairwells, the doors to rooftops, all while trying to tell me where he is. Ren, the last thing to ever do. Blue says, Ren, stop. Ren says, someone didn't come. Blue says, what are you doing? Ren says, because he's uncomfortable that he found that I had sex with Zeal, and he went and he told Zeal I told 5 people. I don't want to be alive anymore. I want to keep doing this to him. Blue says, Ren, stop it. Zeal won't answer me. Blank won't answer me. I don't feel like I'm awake anymore. Ren, says Blue. I finally managed to get a hold of him for about 4 minutes on call. During the call, he was continuing to be avoidant and not tell me where he was. Eventually, he hangs up and continues to not tell me. I go back and forth with him as shown in the screenshot. I don't know. Blue says, I'm not doing this, Ren. You need to fucking stop. This isn't what I wanted. What's going on? Ren says, blank told Zeal that I told 5 people. I fucked up so bad. Blue says, stop it. I can't. Time won't stop, says Ren. Blue says, you can. This is ridiculous. Where is Magenta? He doesn't answer his phone, says Ren. Blue says he's near me. You need to stop, Ren. Ren says, I can't. Where are you right now? Says Blue. Ren, every building I reached ends up with the door locked. Trying to find another. Locked again. Can I talk to Magenta? Blue says, please stop this. At this point, I was in no position to be handling this. I was a friend of Ren's, and this was my first time really meeting them in person. Because it was in person, I was taking this a lot more seriously. Due to my lack of experience, I panicked. I was terrified that Ren was going to commit suicide. The pictures, the cryptic messages, their avoidance, I seriously thought he was going to do it, and that I would be responsible. Do note that all this happened because Ren couldn't respect a boundary between him and Zeal. There is no acknowledgement more than once from Ren that he was aware that this information was not to be shared, and he knowingly did it anyways. He was approached about his behavior from Zeal and the other party who trusted him with this information. So his reaction in turn is to send me pictures while leaving me helpless in this situation. Somebody else had called the cops. Will did. As everybody aware of the incident was taking this seriously, and I was in no position to do it. Following the events, he was found in a nearby park by himself. He was taken back to his hotel room and rested for the night. The next day, he comes into my hotel room unannounced. I'm in a chair as someone else opened the door to him. He hugs them. I'm in a chair? Like a wheelchair? What? I'm in a chair. As someone else opened the door to him, he hugs them, and then he walks up to me and says nothing, simply frowning. I communicate to them that I want nothing else to do with them. They look at me in disbelief before breaking down and sobbing. This is where they left. I haven't seen them since. End of statement. Zeal. The following screenshots are Ren's recollection sent to me a week or so after. If you're curious as to why we were talking at this point, check my personal timeline. Please note that my lackluster responses are because I had been awake for around 18 hours at this point. I was too tired to communicate properly. Oh my god. Okay. Anything else you want to talk about before I snooze? Ren says, but yeah, I think whomever was telling you things about me was worrying because, I don't know, they painted me in that light. It's not really nice. I was trying my best, but shit happens, and I do feel guilt for talking about it, but I wasn't too sure how to process it or what to do. Anyway, sorry about opening that can of worms again. Just comes to mind every once in a while. I'm glad I didn't kill myself, but that night felt so numb again. I disassociated. I tend to disassociate and leave my body and stop feeling sensations when I get overwhelmed while my brain defaults to time to sleep forever mode. I'm glad you didn't, says Zeal. Can I tell you what happened the night when I left? The TLDR is, I was panicking so much about the whole punching someone thing. That's when my brain snapped out of my body and hit the eject button to stop me from being stupid. So I just walked in. I felt like I was in surveillance camera mode. Couldn't really control my body or where it's going anymore. So I walked so far. I got lost in the city, walked for long, and kept eyeing tall buildings and trying to get into them, but stuff was locked. I didn't even read or see what those buildings was, but I remember one of them was for firefighters. Then my memory goes blank. Then I realize I'm in the elevator of some school campus building. Goes up 15 floors. Then I go to the emergency exit just to realize the door to the exit is locked yet again. So I panic because I can't get onto the rooftop like I do in Jordan. My comfort place won't let me in. I start crying and kicking the door and pushing it, and it's not opening. Seal says no. Bro, such an ass. Okay. I was looking into the stairs, hoping that there's an opening there. But it's so tight there too. So I start yelling, fucking America, fuck the suicidal for making my suicide harder. I start cussing out all suicide victims, and I lay down on the stairs and I cry a lot. Then I go down and thinking it's okay, I'll find some other way, even though I really wanted to jump off a building, not some other way. Seal puts a frowny face. So I go down, my feet start to hurt so much, I kick my shoes off. Now I'm walking in the streets barefoot and I'm slowly starting to feel the floor underneath me. It's grounding. Then a dog was being walked and sees me. So he jumps up. I'm sorry. Then a dog was being walked. She sees me and she jumps me, and because I'm weak as fuck, I fall on my butt. Zeal says, I don't think I could have lived with myself if you managed to do that. Ren says, she gets all over me, starts licking and kissing my face, and my sensations fully come back, and I am not in surveillance camera mode anymore. I'm me. So I hold the dog close to me, and she lets me. So the person walking her is like, are you okay? Then he noticed I have no shoes on, and he asks me where my shoes are. I'm like, I don't know. Where are you from? I don't know. Can we sit down? He sits down on the sidewalk and pats next to him, so I sit. He says my perfume smells really nice. What brand is it? I'm like, I don't know. Then he says, my name is Mahito, and this is my friend's dog, Binary. So we talk, he tells me about his background, and I tell him what happened. And when I finally tell him I'm just trying to kill myself, he starts crying. The stranger cried. Then he held me. He held me so tightly on that sidewalk that I started crying so much. And he was like, they won't want you to die. I know things are complicated, but it's not worth dying over that. I don't sound like I'm a bad person. He was like, I knew you for a short while, and I don't think you're a bad person. Then he gave me the dog's leash and told me to hold on to it. He was like, I know people don't trust you right now, but I want to trust you. Can I trust you to hold my friend's dog while I go look for your shoes? And I'm like, I don't think you should trust me. He's like, I want to trust you. Hold that while I go find your shoes. Fucking Mahito the goat, bro. Mahito the goat, for real. What? Saved someone's life. Good for you, man. He's like, I want to trust you. So I just sit here and talk with the doggo a lot and keep crying. And she comes to me and licks me again a lot. But I hold on to fucking leash so hard my hands hurt because I'm scared to let her go. Even though she was sitting with me, I didn't try to leave, but my hands were turning red. This is Binary. And the man, when he was sitting next to me, and the man, he was sitting next to me, I wouldn't take a pic of him, of course. But I love this doggy. He saved me. I love her. So he eventually comes back and he has my shoes with him. He puts them next to me and sits back down, and I finally answer my phone. I forget to mention when I was on the stairs after trying to break down the exit door, I answered my phone because I was hoping someone was going to tell me to go home for a hug, but instead Blue was yelling and screaming. Then I think Magenta took the phone from her and did the same thing, so I panicked further. It's when I thought, fuck. That I was gone too far not to go through with it. Anyways, I was sitting next to the guy and the doggy. I finally answer blank phone, and blank calmly says, Ren, where are you? I want to come pick you up and go home. So I start cussing blank out, fuck you, this all happened because you didn't show up, it's all your fault. I kept cussing, and then I hung up 3 times. But blank calm every time he calls. Then I ended up telling blank where I was, and he was like, please come pick me up. I was lost and scared, but this nice man is with me. I think so. Blank then runs to my location on foot. I never seen that blank run that fast before. Then blank sits with the doggy, pets her, and gives her a kiss on the head, and thanks her so much for finding me, and shakes the guy's hand and says, thank you, sir. Thank you. Then the guy goes on his way. Blank doesn't tell me anything and that was happening elsewhere, just sits next to me on the sidewalk and texts people I'm okay. Blank doesn't tell me anything that was happening. Wait, did you still talk? I'm sorry, I was like skipping over Zeal's response, but he did give one. Blank doesn't tell me anything that was happening elsewhere, just sits next to me on the sidewalk and texts people I'm okay. Yeah, Zeal says good. I talked to anyone who didn't block me. But yeah, I kept feeling guilty for not going through with the attempt. Like I wasted everyone's time doing nothing. But yeah, blank was like, are you ready to go home? I'm glad you didn't, says Zeal. And I'm like, can we get ice cream? I want ice cream. So blank takes me to get ice cream. And the place was so lively outside. Wait, I'll send you a vid on Discord. Sent. I want to sleep, run. So people were dancing and stuff. Sorry. I'll just continue this and read it when you wake up. Rest your head, Noi. I think this is too much for me, so please don't. It's making me really sad. Continues to do it anyway. Anyway, but yeah, people were dancing and stuff. My brain's like, wow, I feel weird. People are having fun and they're laughing and clapping and dancing, and it's so like pretty. Humans are cool. No, 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 no. This is when things get okay. So like, Blank got me ice cream, chocolate, and cookie dough, and then we went back home. Blank stayed around until I fell asleep and left. The next day was weird. I wasn't feeling myself again, but Blank stayed around and took me to get sandwiches and lemonade. I called Blank. He's my brother, so I talk with him, and he confronts me. Comforts, not confronts. Comforts me, and then says, man, I need to talk with Blank, and thank you, Blank, for taking care of you, man. I'm so happy you're okay. I love you so much and stuff. Then Blank talks with Blank while we are both in my room packing bags. And yeah, redacted person drives me to the airport the next morning, and he gives my hand a kiss and says, the future will be okay, and I travel. I made it home safely. Redacted person has been there with me for 8 years, and he always tells me to take care of myself, and he tries really hard to keep me safe even though I'm far away. He always says, call me, call me, call me, call me if you ever feel anything terrible. And I feel so stupid I didn't call him that night, and I wasn't in my body to even think about doing that. He's like you're my sibling, Ren. We've grown up together, man. I will always take care of you. Anyways, I hope you're sleeping now and get to rest up. Sorry for telling you so much, and I felt like I needed to eventually tell you what happened on my side. I deserve to tell my side too. I will forever appreciate you and what you did for me, and you gave me the life I have now. You gave me the opportunity in life, and you paid me so well, and you tried your best to be there for me when you could. Always. Thank you for everything, Zil. I love you, man. I should sleep now, too. Good night, Noi. Hope you have comfy sleep. Wow. Okay. Oh, my gosh. I'm tired. I'm really tired, boss. So, yeah. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, I guess that'll do it for this reading. See ya.